Welcome back to the Chamber Radio Hour. This is Ed Dwyer, Dwyer Advisory, with Scott Maynard from the Chamber of Commerce. Just had a wonderful conversation with Phil McDaniel of the St. Augustine Distillery. Please, everybody out there, everybody loves to see the locals coming around and checking out businesses in town. And so Phil's got a lot of great things going on. And so go visit the distillery sometime soon. And now, Scott, we've got Rosie Grose here from Trinity Roofing and Restoration. And I'll tell you what, roofing is a big topic in Florida, right? And I know it's got to be a tough business to be in because it's very competitive. And so love to hear, Rosie, your story. So, Scott, why don't you further introduce her from the Chamber?
Absolutely. Ed, we love to highlight members that have been around a long time like Phil, but we also pride ourselves on really providing opportunities for new members as well, because that's how we grow.
That's right.
And we want our community support others within the community as well, because that's, again, small business is the heart of St. Augustine and St. Johns County. And in order for all of us to be successful, we have to continue to support each other. So, Rosie, we're glad to have you here today. I would love to hear a little bit about your story and then tell us a little bit about Trinity Roofing and Restoration, the services that you guys provide, and how you got started here.
Absolutely. Thank you so much for having me here today. I'm representing a wonderful company, Trinity Restoration and Roofing. We've actually been in business here for a little bit over 7 years, but we've had experience in the industry for over 25 years here, right here locally in Jacksonville and in St. Augustine. So we go way back, and truly it was a love company started by a husband and wife back in 2019 with an amazing, beautiful family. And quite honestly, I joined the team just this year, and it's very hard not to love to be a part of Trinity Restoration and Roofing. It's a business that started just like I said, from a family, and it's the whole company culture really is a family culture. So I like to say that we are a roofing company, but we're a roofing company with heart. We really like to grow leadership from within our community. So our project managers are really invested in working in our community and investing in our homeowners and just ultimately providing an exceptional service within this industry, which is very competitive. Like you said, it's roofing.
Yeah, Ed, you mentioned, the restoration word in that is also key and critical, especially in an area that we live in. And I know, Rosie, you see sometimes people at their worst, if they've had a fire or if they've been through a disaster of some type. How do you guys step in during those critical moments to make it a little easier on them and to bring that love that you just mentioned
Yes.
Around that potential customer?
Absolutely. We live in Florida, so we know hurricanes are definitely a concern. But like you said, an emergency, fire, anything that may come up, our team is prepared. We have a fleet of over 25 project managers that are always ready to jump at any emergency. We come in, as you said earlier, with love and preparation and education, and we take those homeowners from point A to point B, and just overall the full service that we provide, and make sure that they're comfortable throughout that process. And we have amazing partnerships as well within our community that we've even built through the chamber relationship, and we continue to do so by meeting new small business owners and bringing them into our what we call our contractor list or our partnership, so that when an emergency does come up, we are ready to attack and make sure that we help those homeowners in times of need.
Is there a particular story that you have that you can think of?
I mean, we have so many stories, but typically I could say that we don't only work with homeowners, we also work with business partners like realtors. And we've seen quite a few cases that have been saved just by being able to have this partnership with realtors and helping them close their deals and getting them to have their sellers sell their property as quickly as possible and just being there when we are needed.
The roofing business is kind kind of had a bit of a reputation issue for a while, right? There was legislation in 2023 where the state of Florida had to make some changes around roofing because there were some nefarious roofers out there.
Like everything in life.
Yes, they were, giving away, oh, you get a free roof and your insurance company will cover it. And there's this whole 25% roof replacement rule and so on.
Yeah.
And so it really is about reputation, right? And who can people trust?
Absolutely. I mean, we really boast, and we say this with a lot of humility. We have over 1,000 5-star Google reviews, and our homeowners continue to refer us their loved ones and their friends and their neighbors. And I mean, I think that speaks volumes. And we've been in business for 7 years, so we're not a fly-by-night business. We know what we're doing. Our business model is solid, and we have all the checks and balances in place to make sure that these homeowners are protected and they're taken care of from the beginning to the end of their roofing claim.
And it strikes me too that I was reading recently about insurance companies have got a lot tougher, right? They're using drones. They can look at what roofs look like, and there's a requirement even for you to come back, right? After a certain number of years, they have to maintain the roof. So I'm sure there's a repeat business there that's pretty predictable.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, it like everything, we have to make sure that we cross our T's and dot our I's, and we're very, very detailed, and we're very vigilant of all of those things. So, again, our repeat business keeps coming back, and we're blessed to have our word of mouth referrals. And I think that speaks volumes. And we just continue to be the best that we can be at what we do, and, do right by our homeowners and our customers and our partners. So we hope to continue to be in business for many, many years.
It's great.
Yeah.
So Rosie, I know this morning there's people out there, they're driving to Lowe's, driving to Home Depot, driving to Ace. What are some things that homeowners can do to be proactive in taking care of their roof or in making sure that they're not going to need those restoration services, even though if they do, you're going to be right there to help them?
Absolutely. I mean, that's a great question. One of the things that I always recommend, and I always share when I'm at the chamber events, is when was the last time you got your roof checked? And it's very simple. You should at least have your roof checked once a year, because you don't know the last storm that came around, what damage it caused, what shingles are missing, or, you don't know what you don't know. And quite honestly, I'm sure you can't see that from where you're usually navigating in the first floor of your home, right?
So you're saying if I have a 40-year roof, I have to have it inspected before year 39?
Yes,
Come on,
yes, absolutely. Every year, I like everything. You need a physical, you need to go check your doctor and make sure that you have everything running nice and healthy in your body. We say the same thing about roofing. I think it's quite important for us to just, it's your biggest investment in life. It protects your home, it protects your family, it protects all your personal belongings and memories. So, we do free inspections. Why not? We come into your home. We just do a quick analysis. We provide you with a full report that details everything for you. And at the least, if there's minor damage that we could help with, just to put a quick Band-Aid on there, if you will, that's going to help you continue with the roof that you have in place. We were happy to service you and continue to, build that relationship. When the time comes that you do need a re-roofing, then we're there for you, and we could help and educate and add value throughout the process.
So if someone's listening, how can they get in touch with you guys?
Oh, that's easy. You can come right to our website, trinityrestoration.com. We have a contact us page. You could go ahead and just fill out that form. If you're interested, we're more than happy to go out and check for any, an inspection and just kind of give you a full report. It's always good to know as a homeowner what you're working with and what you should be prepared for in case if the next hurricane comes around, your family is prepared and your biggest investment is taken care of.
And from the restoration standpoint, that's something that just happens, right? Like we had a flood once upon a time, a water line, we were gone. So what's that aspect of how do you make sure that somebody comes as quick as possible? Oh,
well, luckily we have great partnerships in place so that we know immediately, as quickly as we get that assessed, we're able to bring the right people in place. We do, a lot of TARP and just setting up the family and the homeowner for success right immediately from the beginning.
Yeah, time is of the essence.
Time is of the essence. Yeah. And the partnerships that we have in place, we've had great relationships throughout years, and this is where that partnership come in place, and we trust them.
Love it. Well, you've been listening to Rosie Grose with Trinity Roofing and Restoration. Thank you so much for coming by today. Hopefully All of you don't need restoration anytime soon, but definitely give them a call to check out your roof soon. We'll be back in a moment with Jen Burnham with Liberty Landscape.